MAGA frustrations. Hello everybody, David Shuster here. Republican regrets over Donald Trump are intensified. These purported Trump voters say the rising prices, tanking economy, and Elon Musk government mayhem are out of control. To underscore the anger and disillusionment, these folks are literally burning a Trump campaign flag. This TikTok clip, complete with the one-finger salutes to Trump, has racked up more than 3 million views. Recently, in a Missouri congressional district that Donald Trump won by more than 40 points, MAGA Republican House member Mark Alford got blasted by constituents over the Trump-Musk corruption.
Elon Musk and the president have agreed that if there is any potential conflict of interest, and it's clear here today that some people don't believe that would happen.
It's your job
in the next election to elect someone that you believe.
We didn't elect anyone. Remember your oath. You don't represent us. You represent Elon Musk. You're in violation of your oath, sir.
You are in violation of your oath. Elon Musk wasn't elected, they shouted. Similar confrontations have erupted in dozens of other Republican congressional districts. The angry constituents have included farmers, U.S. military veterans, and even small business owners who say they've been decimated by government cuts and by the elimination of government services. At several federal agencies this week, hackers critical of Trump and Musk penetrated internal communications channels and posted this AI-generated video, apparently showing Donald Trump sucking Musk's toes. According to polling data, the Trump administration's Department of Government Efficiency funding freezes are now the biggest negative hanging over the Trump administration. Relatedly, Elon Musk's personal approval rating keeps falling.
Just 42% of registered voters approve. Just 39% of independents approve of the role that he currently has. Take a look here, though. What takes the cake? 54% disapprove. 54%, a considerably higher disapproval rating than Donald Trump has currently. As I've said before, if anything is going on right now, it's Elon Musk dragging Donald Trump down.
Donald Trump's own approval ratings are also underwater. And his numbers at this point, 1 month into a new administration, are the worst for any U.S. president at this juncture in U.S. history. But voters cannot take out anger and frustration with Trump in the same way many consumers are doing it now with Elon Musk. And for Musk's auto business, Tesla, the news is going from bad to worse.
And we start off with Tesla in turmoil. The EV stock plunging more than 6% today, hitting its lowest level since mid-November.
Headline, Tesla stock sees massive plunge as abysmal sales figures released. Quote, new data from the European Automobile Manufacturers Association showed Tesla sales in the United Kingdom and the European Union dropped by 45% year over year. And the company's share of the European car market got cut nearly in half over the same period.
The stock has lost a third of its value since setting a record in December.
On top of people not buying Tesla cars and Cybertrucks thanks to the Musk stink factor, existing owners are flooding the airwaves in Europe and North America with their desires to sell Tesla vehicles they already own.
Alain Juan absolutely loves his Tesla Model Y, but even though it's packed full of high-tech features, the South Shore resident can't stand driving it anymore.
I didn't like the car. It's Musk that I don't like.
Juan has a Tesla, his wife has a Tesla, and he was in the midst of ordering a Cybertruck. But his love affair with the company founded by Elon Musk officially ended on Donald Trump's inauguration day, when Musk delivered the infamous gesture that many described as a Nazi salute.
That Nazi sign, that was too much for me. Too much for me. I mean, I canceled immediately my Cybertruck, and both of my Tesla are actually up for sale right now.
Musk and Trump defenders acknowledge the aggressiveness of the government budget cuts are generating controversy, but there is also controversy in how the Trump team is trying to sell the budget-cutting efforts. Trump friend Kevin O'Leary was just busted on CNN telling an obvious lie about government audits.
Remember, we've never audited government for 100 years. Never done this before. You may not like it.
Tom doesn't think that's right. Tom, what's your reaction to that? The government's not audited.
Every agency of the federal government, it helps to know some things if we're going to have this debate. Every agency of the federal government is audited by independent inspectors general. USAID was audited over 60 times last year. And one of the first things that Donald Trump and Elon Musk did was to fire all of the inspectors general. They fired the auditors, and they put in charge this billionaire with his 50 child interns who know absolutely nothing about the federal government. And Kevin, like what you're talking about, it might work for a company that makes widgets, because we can do without the company that makes widgets for a few months while you get in there and you restructure it. You can't do that to the FAA.
Speaking of the FAA, many Trump voters say President Trump blaming the D.C. air disaster on diversity was outrageous and sick. Still, Donald Trump has not taken that back. And now the Trump administration is targeting government workers who have disabilities. As Axios reports, Americans with disabilities warn protections are vanishing in Trump's DEI rollback. The U.S. federal government is one of the largest employers for people with disabilities, but DEI purges have already hit accessibility programs in countless agencies. Altogether, from disabled people facing new discrimination to Donald Trump team lies, to Elon Musk eliminating government agencies that are regulating his businesses, public anger across the political spectrum is growing. And Republican members of Congress who are trying to defend Trump and Musk are getting blasted.
When will you stand up to them and say that is enough?
The end result of the fraud and abuse that has been discovered already.
President Trump has issued a lot of executive orders. I think by and large this is moving very quickly compared to other administrations, and I think across the board he's done some very good things. I think he's gotten rid of birthright citizenship.
Illegal as hell.
But what is going on right now today is the House of Representatives and the Senate are totally abdicating their responsibility to the executive. You stand here and say, I'm not sure about that, or I'm not sure about that. You put up, frankly, some of these slides are very misleading. Let's talk about the Trump tax cut. How much of that deficit in that jump from 22 up was the tax cuts to the incredibly rich people of the world who are now in our White House and dismantling our government? You are an attorney. You are an officer of the court, in addition to swearing an oath to our Constitution. And yet, well, you and so many of your colleagues are just sitting around watching. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens next month.
And that clip was from another Trump-held district. To be fair, it is probably unwise to draw firm conclusions about public sentiment based on a handful of congressional town halls and the crash of Elon Musk's popularity or appeal of his luxury vehicles. Still, there is a palpable anger across the United States now over the aggressive and extreme Trump-Musk efforts. And the anger seems most intense among former Trump supporters who see the Trump team chaos, corruption, and incompetence as a betrayal. By the way, Elon Musk's odd and callous behavior now seems to be reinforcing his critics' harsh descriptions of him.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw!
Do you think that calling Elon Musk a dick is effective messaging for confronting what is a potentially irreversible transformation of the U.S. government?
Well, he is a dick. He's also the world's richest man. He was the biggest political donor in the last election. He has billions of dollars in conflicts of interest, and we know that he is leading a power grab, also abided by and encouraged by Donald Trump and, of course, the chairwoman, Congresswoman Green.
After those comments, we went into exactly what Elon Musk is trying to do, dismantling the Department of Labor, dismantling the Department of Education, dismantling all of our consumer protection agencies. And so it's all important, but it's also important to get the attention of the American public and call Elon Musk out for what he is.
Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from Josie, who writes, Representative Garcia is correct. You gotta fight fire with fire. Indeed. I look forward to reading your comments about MAGA voters burning Trump flags and confronting Republican lawmakers as prices rise, government gets worse, and the harsh reality of the Trump administration becomes clear. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.